Coach. We'll go ahead and just have you start out with a brief statement, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Yeah, I think the guys handled that really well. We came here with the intent of winning. We certainly didn't come here to get swept, and we also know the reality is that one team ends the season with a win. Everybody else ends with a loss. So, statistically speaking, this is the more likely outcome, no matter how many years I coach. I'll tell you, winning never gets old. Losing never gets old either. It still hurts. We'll say I'm in line with these guys. I think we just ran out of time. And that's the case for a lot of programs. That's not unique to us. But I really liked where we were going. I liked what we showed on Friday night against Hawaii. I thought we were scratching the surface of some of our potential there. We have a team that's over half of them are freshmen when you really think about it, in terms of a lot of guys didn't even get to finish their first freshman year last year, so they never really got to make that transition. And, so those things are all true. But the narrative really that I'm focused on here with these guys, I'm just really proud of both of them. All three of the seniors that made this trip and all four of the seniors that are in our program this year. And look at these guys and their impact and their fingerprints on the program. We want to get back to winning, obviously. 2-14, I think, is how we ended up this year, and that's certainly wasn't our objective. And at the same time, we didn't come here for second place either. So we were all in on trying to figure out a way to win, and we truly believed that 0-0 was where we were starting playoffs, and believed we had a shot. So I appreciate the honest pursuit of that, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
And we will go to Dave Reardon with the first question.
Coach, you certainly looked like you had a shot through a good portion of the beginning of the first set, and then they went on a 5-0 run there. Was there anything specific that you thought allowed them to get a little separation there?
Yeah, I mean, volleyball is a really simple game. I love it for so many reasons. It's just not complicated. You make more errors than the other team. It's hard to win. And we made a lot of passing errors there, and we made some hitting errors, and we let them off the hook a little bit. They sure tried to keep us in the match with their service errors. That was pretty incredible. I think almost 3-1 in terms of errors on their side. But that's really what it came down to for us. And that's just basic one-on-one volleyball. And that's a lot of that's on me as a coach in terms of figuring out how do we condition in fundamentals so it's not even something we think about. We just hammer that stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll wait for our next question.
Yeah, I know Rob's going to have something for me. I'm ready.
Yeah, Rob, I know you have something. Come on.
All right, if I've got to ask, I'm going to ask it. You already alluded to it in having some of one of the youngest teams in the conference this year, but what are some of your key takeaways, and what did you see in this group of guys that gives you an optimistic future of the program?
I wouldn't trade Irvine guys for anybody. I ask a lot of these guys in terms of how we operate as a program. We're not just walking in trying to do the X's and O's. I think we really nail what collegiate sports is about at Irvine. And in a COVID year, you're always looking for wins and bright spots. And when our athletic department said, "Hey, if you guys want to get on the court, we can't have any positive tests," our guys locked down, and we had 0 positive tests in an entire year. I don't know any program besides Hawaii in the country that did that. And some of that is chance and luck, but some of that is absolutely discipline and respect for the rules and respect for the leadership that's in front of us. So that's a win, for us to go through an entire season. But we suffer from that too, because then there's no barbecues in Newport. There's no camaraderie off the court. There's, we struggle with some of that. And these guys love each other. And so taking that away for the greater good of being able to play a senior year for these guys, that's hard. That's hard. Looking at team GPA stuff, we are, as a program, we outperformed the general student body at UCI again. We were the highest GPA of all male sports teams at UCI again. And, we're doing some stuff right. We got guys that are going to graduate with master's degrees. Joel Schneidmiller makes Dean's List, and, no secret that he came in not super confident in school, and goes through and does the work. And the growth that comes out of this, those are wins, Rob. Those are wins. We're crushing this thing. Somebody's gonna win a national championship this year, but the way we're attacking this thing, if we lose in the NCAA finals or we lose in the first round of the Big West tournament, I don't really know how different that is at the end of the day when I think about the caliber of people that we're trying to mold when they come through our program. And that's a bright spot for me. The volleyball stuff's simple. We just need more time. And again, that's on me as a coach to figure out. And the good thing is I know that we can do it, and I know that I can do it. So we get some time and some luck and some circumstance and some other things, and all those things come together, and you end up with a hunk of wood you can take home, and that's fun. I wouldn't trade these guys for that piece of wood, and that's for sure. And I do love what we're doing here.
Thank you.
We have any other questions for Coach Kniffin? Okay, I think we are good. Thank you, Coach.
Cindy Lewis, you don't want to ask anything about Presho?
Cindy has no comment.
I'm going to make a comment about Presho because we're in Hawaii. So I'll just pretend somebody asked me the question. Just want to give a shout out to Coach Presho. We missed him on this trip. You know, we missed him on the bench this year, and we got a lot of love for that guy. He is so deeply rooted in both these programs here at University of Hawaii and at UC Irvine, and I just think we need to make sure we're bringing his name up every year we can. He made the hard decision this year. He's with Kyler right now. Kyler's finishing his senior year up at Stanford, and he's focused on family. And you talk about Irvine guys and what I want this to represent. For a guy to choose family over passion and volleyball, and to make the decision to be there home at nights with his kids as they're growing up and make a decision to follow Kyler through his senior year, that's special. So he represents both programs well, both UC Irvine and Hawaii, and we're proud to have had time with him. So I appreciate the thought, and I see you, Cindy. You're raising your hand. What do you got?
Go ahead, Cindy.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for bringing that up. I had buried this video screen, and I apologize for not asking, but thank you for all your great comments on Mark.
Thank you.
All right, team. Thank you.
All right, thank you.